we're also not at liberty to talk about a lot of things that we used to. This TV show thing has gotten so out of hand, and it's gotten so big, and so many people are involved in it now. We can't do like the shit that we used to do. So we used to be able to get on a podcast and talk shit and laugh and be goofballs and be ourselves. And we used to be able to post on the internet every day and post stupid shit and yell and scream at people and act like retards. And
I liked it.
We used to be able to do that.
And I liked it. And I want to do it again.
Well, yeah, that's who we are.
So
we still do it.
Everybody who says, you know, podcast. No, we know. We want a podcast.
We're not keeping it from you.
It's not like we're too lazy or we're not podcasting because Chief's in rehab. You know, I mean, it ain't fucking none of that.
We'd still podcast if I was in rehab.
Yeah, I'd go there every Sunday, you know, and I'd move it from Tuesdays to Sundays, you know, and go there and
I'd be in there playing checkers with old people.
Yeah, while we podcast.
Yeah. Nah, we still do that. We still do the same thing as the podcast. We just don't get to record it and send it out anymore because right now there's a lot of things going on with television and with characters on the show and other parts of the show, and there's so many different avenues that this thing is going, and it's so huge now that we have to be a lot more careful. We've lost out on some opportunities because...
Sorry, I had a phone call. Go ahead.
It's all good. It's probably Discovery calling to shut it down.
Shut it down! Shut it down! Shawn looks like he wants to say something.
We've lost out on some opportunities because we are too real sometimes. We speak our mind. We can't seem to understand the difference between business and the TV show, or between passion and business, and creativity and street racing and business. And so it all gets screwed up at some point, and they sit us down and they say, look, you guys are doing great and you had a great season, and let's not fuck that up right now. So, a lot of the things that we like to talk about don't really go with everyone else's business plan. So as of right now, we are doing what we preach, and that is you worry about yourself. So instead of sitting around worry about what everybody else is doing, pocket watching, talking about what this dude made, what this dude getting paid, what race these guys are going to, the rules about this race, or the rules about this guy, or this guy got screwed, or that guy got screwed, that doesn't concern us. So we don't concern ourselves with it. You're not going to see us posting on it. You're not going to see us talking about it. You're not going to see us, out there bashing everybody and all that other stuff. Because right now, we're using this little time that we have to get ready for next season, and in order for us to be the best that
damn it, quit calling.
Omaha, Nebraska.
In order for us to be the best that we can be, we have to worry about ourselves. You worry about yourself, we worry about ourselves. So we're figuring out, the old saying of, if you with me, be with me. If you ain't, be ain't. We're figuring out who ain't. We're figuring out who is. And
come to find out, it's a small circle.
That's what they say, though. And your circle will get smaller, but it'll be more meaningful. That's where we're at right now. So we're gearing up for the next season of racing. We're going to be poised and ready. We got the fire. We got all kinds of crazy ideas. We got all kinds of new people we're going to race. We have new towns, new cities, people that we've met while we're in our off time. We're doing real street racing, and we're out there doing it. And we're out there going to real street races and putting ourselves back on the street and back to our roots. And while we're doing that, we're meeting more people. We're finding out that some places have a street scene that didn't, you know what I mean? And so, you think you know everything about street racing until you get back in it, and then you go, holy crap, I didn't even know you guys raced here. So,
and a lot of it is because of what we've done, and some of these places have started stuff,
right? And so now we're back to what we know, and we're happy, and there's going to be a wild and crazy next season, and we're going to be racing guys that that do this every weekend just like we do, and we're ready. The cars are on kill. We're testing all the time. We just tested Shawn's car last weekend. Like, we're back on the street. We're doing our thing, and we're going to be ready for the next season. And, you guys can sit around and talk all you want, make up all the rumors you want to, and just because I don't go to a no prep, or just because I'm not on the internet talking shit, or just because we don't have a podcast that's been put out, you can say that I'm on drugs, you can say that I went to rehab, whatever. You can say whatever you want, but you worry about yourself.
I mean, whatever happened to out of sight, out of mind? We've been out of sight. We damn sure ain't out of mind yet.
No, we're trying to be out of sight, out of mind. We're trying to be good boys. We're
Well,
trying
and
to
it's not like we want people to forget about us, but man, the shit fucking people comes up with when you're not around for a month or two. You know, and people, this is the longest that we've had off in what, 5 years? So we have been out doing other shit, you know?
Yeah, we haven't had time off like this in a
No.
while, so it's allowed us to do other things. It's allowed us to put projects together that we haven't before. It's allowed us to do upgrades. It's allowed us to try and get better. You know, we're doing things in the shop that we haven't before. Our team is stronger than ever. We're poised and ready. And 2018 is going to be something to remember for sure. And we're not done. We're not even close to done. We're just getting started. You know, we're not buying 481Xs, and we're not out. You know, everybody thinks, oh, they can make all this money. They're getting all this money. People are giving them all this stuff. You know, we're still with the same people we've been with. You know what I mean? We don't have big sponsors either. Everybody says, oh, we ain't got no sponsors. Those guys got all these sponsors. Man, come off of it, dude. Anybody that sent us stuff or given us stuff or sponsored us, it never really works out. You know what I mean? Because they always expect more than what we can give them, or we always expect more than what they can deliver. So we still got Rossler transmissions. We still got Butler motor, and we still got a small block in his car. We still got Chris Bell shocks and Mark Williams rear ends, and you can bet every part and piece that we use is still the same guy's name that built it for us back then. So no big upgrades for us, no huge nothing. We're going to kick their asses like we always do with the same shit we had before. But I promise you, we are closer as a group now than we've ever have been, and we're ready. We're ready to team up and show them that there's two cars.
Now there's two cars. And I know that we did the best with what we could with the old Murder Nova. But now we done leveled the playing field up. So
my shoulders are getting tired.
I can tell you right now, and we won a lot of races we probably shouldn't have with the Murder Nova. But we never went in like a bully thinking we was gonna kick everybody's fucking ass. You know,
well, we don't have the parts to do that. We don't have the $200,000 car to do that with. We got the shit that we put together here. But now, at least we have two of them. We have two cars that we can be confident about. We got two cars that are fast. We got two cars that kick ass, and we're going to go into this next season with two competent race cars and two competent drivers and teams and tuners that, we stand a chance that everywhere we go, every time we drop that trailer door, you better turn your shit up. I don't care street, track, I don't care where we're at. Everywhere we go, you do not want to draw either one of these cars.
2018, everywhere we go, if we don't meet up in the finals, it's because we raced earlier in the ladder.
Yeah. And
that's what's going to happen.
We've stacked up the spare parts. We've made both cars take the same parts. So it's going to be really tough to fuck with this team in 2018 because, there's other teams out there that got a lot of spare parts. There's other teams out there that got friends and buddies and people they fly in and everything else.
Yeah, but man, nobody's got the agenda that we have, which is win.
There's two cars here that both drivers are fired up, ready to rock. Both cars are competent, fast race cars, and you can take data from either car. You can take parts from either car. I can promise you, anybody that sees us show up when we drop that door, it ain't pretty. Ain't none of them hoping they line up with us. Ain't none of them hoping they draw us, I promise you. In 2018, we are going to dominate everywhere we go. Every race we go to, we will dominate with one of these cars.
One of these cars will win everything we go to this year.
That's a tough statement, but
I feel comfortable as hell saying that.
We've been confident. So we've been confident before, but now, man, my shoulders were getting tired. You know what I mean?
And it feels good to not put everything on you, because every time we go somewhere, we'd be like, yeah, but Chief might win this deal.
Every time we go somewhere, it'd be like, okay, I need to see your data so I can put it in my car. We were just teaming up on my car to win.
And you used to always tell me, look, man, I'm going to need you to at least try to take out a couple fast guys.
You got to do something, man.
Try to do something. Put them in the wall. Do something.
Take out scare somebody. Take out something.
Yeah.
But now it's not like that anymore. Now we have, it's going to be scary when we do meet up and have to race each other because now it's actually going to mean something. Before it meant something because it was just we're too crazy, confident, fucking, competitive retards. So before, when we race, we just want to kick each other's ass. But now, when we actually line up and we have to race, it's going to be tough, man, because there's no excuses. There's no, well, it's my old car. I'm building a new car.
Nope.
Or that's it. You know, he just got that car. I just got this car. Like, none of that. Now we got 2 seasons of racing under our belts in these new cars. And when we race each other now, it's going to be a fucking fight. I promise you. I'm going to fuck him up every time he gets next to me. I promise. Every time we line up, I'm going to
tree the fuck out of you.
Shit.
That's a bold statement.
Hey.
Fuck around. I've been treed before, but not by a motherfucker like you.
Shit. I'm sure we can look back and probably see sometimes that I've treated you.
Oh, my back was broken.
We did race that one time. Remember how many times we slow-moed it to see who left on who?
We do it every time.
And we're so competitive. We're so competitive that we wanted to know who treed who, and we rewound it, and we still don't know. You won the race because I wheelied. That's with the old car, though. You know, piece of shit.
He trying to figure out who won the battle. I won a war. That's all that mattered. It was a driver's race.
It was. Yeah.
We're staging our own list right here. You know what I mean? That's what's fucked up is everybody else is worried about who's in front of them, who's behind them. Everybody else is worried about what the list is going to do or what the no prep's doing or who's pro mod in the no prep or whose rules or, you know, the tree or whatever. Everybody's worried about that.
They use.
Yeah, where the green bulb is, where the yellow bulb is. Fuck, we don't know all that. We don't care about all that. We're staging our own war, and it's we got our own list right now, and I'm number 1.
And he's number 1 if he's telling it.
We ain't raced yet.
No. Well, we did, and you outranked me.
Really?
Didn't we line up at the track one time with the new car, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I was out on you at the 60 foot. Yeah, I only had like a car on you at the 60 foot, I think. And then
had the wheelie bar troubles.
And then I went into the wall, remember? I almost hit the wall.
I won so many races, I don't even remember.
And I look back, you know, at the 60 foot, and I kind of seen you a little bit. Not out the window, out the back window.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, it was like here.
Yeah.
And then I went into the wall, and you came around me.
Oh, yeah. But the finish line, though.
No, I remember you did win to the finish line.
Yeah, I don't remember how many cars they called it.
It was a lot because I was off the throttle. Remember, I almost hit the wall?
Yeah.
That wasn't when he lifted, though.
No.
He didn't lift.
Oh, you know I didn't lift. I bet I pedaled that bitch 15 times.
I couldn't tell you was back there. I don't know what you
Yeah, I was back there playing around.
I was just trying to get into the next round. Oh, well.
I don't think...
I wouldn't be mad, though.
Oh, we did draw each other, didn't we?
You're in a club that's not very exclusive. Everybody belongs in that club that's been beat by that car.
I know.
Everybody's been beat by that car.
I've been beat by it
Everybody.
times.
So, yeah, just to set the record straight.
There's a record to be set straight?
Well, I mean, I heard the record says
We're
we're
going to
going
be
to
winners.
rehab.
Oh, that record. I thought you meant that we're going to dominate everybody.
I've done a lot of shit in my day that you can accuse me of, and I'll wear proudly.
But you damn sure ain't no quitter.
But
I'm trying to go to rehab and shit.
I've yet to go to rehab. I don't have any reason to go to rehab right now. So, in the future, you know, if I get down the wrong road and got to go to rehab, I'll let everybody know. Hey, man, I'm taking a break. I'm going to rehab.
I'll live feed it and fucking go visit you.
I'll be just like Smokey at the end of Friday.
Yep.
Man, I'm going to rehab. You know.
Tomorrow.
And then I'll be like, you know, I was just playing.
But not right now.
So
I'll go to rehab when I need it.
No, we've been here and we've been doing our thing. We've been shooting guns, playing with our kids, driving old shit, fixing up cars, same shit we always do.
Yeah.
And dealing with the snow. I hate cold weather, man.
Cold weather.
But if it's going to be cold, it needs to be like 5 foot of snow.
And that ain't happening here, so. But now I got a trailer with a heater. I might have to
We always have heaters in the trailer, sir.
Walk around so cold, I keep the heat on. So anyway, yeah, whenever we get, we're working on the podcast, you know, obviously we made some bad choices on the content with the podcast. We pissed off some people, you know.
I like how Shawn walked back in the frame and go.
So right now we're not at liberty to put on another podcast right now. You know, remember what we said at the first of the podcast? There's
don't
people
want us on.
right now trying to shut this deal down. Hey, You win some, you lose some.
I know you my whole life, man. You ain't never lied.
How many podcasts we do?
49.
We did
We did
49 before they shut us down.
49 of
49 podcasts before they shut us down.
So there's like 48 online now.
I feel like the podcast helps the show. I feel like the podcast helps the ratings. I feel like a podcast,
Absolutely.
it keeps the people interested in what we're doing. It keeps the people up to date with what's going on. It gives them a behind the scenes look, you know.
And trust me, we're fighting to do it, man.
Yeah.
And as soon as we can, it's going to be Tuesday.
You know, we're gonna wait. Yeah, we're waiting on Tuesday. That's really all we're waiting on.
We're waiting on Tuesday too. So however long you guys feel like it's been since Tuesday is longer for us, man, because there is some shit, even though I don't really care about it, there is some shit and some stupid motherfuckers that I need to talk about, you know? So, and we still talk about them, we just don't film it. So we got some shit that we could bring up.
The next podcast will be lit, like Phantom's truck. I promise.
Oh, man.
It'll be fire.
God damn.
That shit will be on fire.
Phantom's truck was
Like
fire.
to the ground.
What? Burn it to the
Burn it fucking
down.
ground.
Burn it down. This mother. We're gonna turn that podcast on, and it'll be straight fire.
So you know how Phantom gets on the internet and he tells everybody bullshit, like all the time. It's tough to believe anything that Phantom says on the internet. He gets on and I guess gets tired of people asking about the podcast. So he tells them that we had to sell all the podcast equipment to get our lawyers paid.
Well, they probably think we sold it to buy drugs.
Well,
I was going to go with that.
you could buy more drugs with it
believe
than
it.
you could
Yeah.
get lawyers with what we could sell our fucking shitty equipment with.
You-
So if
wait,
anybody
they-
actually
wait,
believes
They heard the podcast. They've heard the podcast. The shitty sound quality. They've been around and
Hey,
they've
man.
listened to the when.
sound like you're at fucking Whataburger drive-thru and shit.
When Dominator gets on there and sounds like he's yelling through a megaphone right in your
Yeah.
ear, and you're gonna think that we sold the podcast equipment to
I mean, how
buy
much could you
lawyers?
possibly get out of that
You
shit?
couldn't
And how
even-
good would the lawyer
You
be?
can't even get any lawyer. There's no retainer in the world that'd take you for that. Especially us.
Hey, but there's people out there that believed it.
Yep.
Look, we pay our lawyers a lot. And it don't come from the podcast. We don't get any money off that deal. But we will do one when we're allowed to do one. And we don't know what the content will be over.
I like how Aaron keeps checking in on here to see if we're still going. Saying anything stupid.
She probably thinks we're fucking up.
Well, yeah, we're fucking up. That's what we do. I'll smoke it if I do trailer. Hey, if you see on Racing Junk, if the trailer says non-smoker, it's his. Mine is a slight smoker.
Slight smoker.
Slight to moderate.
Yeah, moderate.
This guy just said I'm going to have to buy Sean's instead.
Yeah, hey, you know, it's a good idea.
Well, what else, man?
Um,
The Cadillac's still sitting there.
what?
With all the,
Cadillac's still
with all the
sitting there.
brass casings around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
We should put a couple bullet holes in it.
Oh, I
man.
crashed.
Make it look fucking
I
better.
crashed Caddy Jack.
You did. You did.
I crashed that motherfucker.
If anybody wants to
Idiot.
see the video of him crashing the Caddy Jack, just look up Tommy Boy.
We're all out.
Because that's what
Look
it
at
was
us.
like. 'Cause that's exactly what it was like. Hits a fucking pole and folds his door back in half. Exactly.
I was being lazy, pulling cars in at night. I went out to the movies with my kids. They like to take the Cadillac, so that's a Nathan's K5 air chime.
K5? Did you say
200
K5?
200 PSI.
Did you say K5?
K5 LA, Nathan's air chime, got one.
I like K5.
Yeah, I was pulling cars in the shop at night. I was being lazy. I was trying not to lift the fucking crow up and bring the Cadillac in, and they was real close. And I kept getting out and checking, and I kept pulling it up, getting out and checking. That Cadillac's got like 6 gears, you know, so at some point I thought it was parked, but it wasn't.
If only we had film of
I
that.
know.
I jump out, staring at my phone. I jump out, leave the door open. I go to look, see how close it is to the car, and it takes off. Just gone.
With the door open.
Doors wide open. And you know, CTSV, they doors is like a 78 Camaro.
Yeah.
They're real long doors. So
But not as heavy.
then I did what any normal, you know, person would do. I screamed, "No, please."
No!
did
Oh
too.
my god, if we
I
had
said-
that video.
I said, "No, please stop, stop, stop." And it just kept going. It was hauling out, blah, 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 just taking off. And I saw the big yellow pole next to the shop, and I was like, "Oh no." Big yellow pole. And I was like, "Oh no. It's gonna go right down the pole." And then I thought, fuck that pole, it's fitting to go. And it's going so fast, it ain't gonna stop. It's gonna hit 59 before it stops. So I ran, I jumped over the door, the Deion Sanders for real, jumped over the door, landed in the seat upside down like Mork and Mindy, foot on the brake, stopped the car, wasn't in time. It had folded the door all the way around to the headlight. So then I'm pushing on the door, trying to get it to shut, pushing on the door. I finally get it to shut. I'm mad as hell, and I'm thinking, I ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm just gonna take it home, and I'm gonna let her come outside and grab the door handle, and it's gonna fall off.
What did you do?
Richard, what'd you do?
Damn.
So Shaw's dad had to fix it.
Dad got her fixed up.
So, you know, we all do dumb shit sometimes. But there was like a week there where it was getting us in threes, because, you know, you crashed a three-wheeler or something, had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, no, I did crash it out my three-wheeler.
Got stitches in your leg.
Yeah.
Then you fell down a mountain.
I did. Broke my tailbone.
You're gonna end up like Christopher Reeves.
Yeah. I'm good though.
Or Sonny Bono.
You're gonna end up in that thing he keeps talking about. You know. He
Yeah, I know that's me. I'm gonna ride that wheelchair all the way to hell. All the way.
Yep. Then Phantom's truck burnt down.
Yes.
We just had a lot of bad things happening. You know.
I mean,
It's
bad
like
things
we had
happen to
such
good
a
fucking
great-
people. I don't get it.
It's like we had such a great year. We made it to the
And then
last,
right at Christmas
It was
time.
the last week of the year, and
Yep.
it was like they was going through their checklist up in
Like we
there.
hadn't fucked these
And
guys
they
in
were
a
like,
while.
whoa! They're like, okay, we got to get them all right now.
Yep.
Give them everything right now. So that's the way I'd rather have it, though. I'd rather have a good year than one real shitty week
Yep.
than just be having a shit year like Shane. You know?
I mean, there's really not that many Vegas left. He's been looking.
Woo!
Poor Shane.
Yeah, Shane gonna have to start working on something else.
Yeah.
He's gonna start moving over to Monza soon.
Yeah.
And this is what, and we probably won't be able to do Facebook Live anymore.
Yeah, they're gonna
This is-
cancel the Facebook Live on our
this
pages.
is- This is what we do. We can't help it. Just when you think that we're talking about good things and we're moving on, and
You say Monza.
and then here we go. We fucking bring up people on the show, and they're
And Monzas and stuff.
yep.
We ain't gonna talk bad about nobody.
Hey, but we did see some good street racing lately though. Big Rob, just want to shout out to Big Rob. He just handing out L's.
handing out L's left
He is
and
handing
right.
out L's. Believe it or not, I saw Jerry Gravitz on the street.
I know.
I saw Jerry Gravitz.
He got an L handed out to him too.
He got beat by Big Rob, but I ain't seen Jerry Gravitz on the street in a long time. He's OG as it gets. That dude was street racing before we was around,
Got him an LS now too.
and he got a turbo. I never thought a guy like Jerry Gravitz would go turbo.
I mean, it's carbureted.
It is a blow-through turbo, but it is turbo.
I watched a street race last night.
Oh, yeah, who
Yeah,
is it?
I was out tuning and ran into Trailblazer fixing to race a Mustang. And the Trailblazer won.
Trailblazer fucked that Mustang up.
Hell yeah.
That's the same Trailblazer I was about to fuck up that night out here that we got busted.
Van on van crime.
Minivan on mini. My minivan finna be lit.
Yeah, Panda van.
Yep.
So there you go. Oh, look at here, flying A right here. That flying A.
Flying A.
Go.
Oh, looks good.
I told Alan at Flying A I was going to sell a few of these trailers.
Mm-hmm.
I might just keep this one. Sell Sean's.
So just keep selling Shawn.
Until I get a white one. Until I get a white
I
one.
promise you though, whoever buys it, I'm dry docking it before I give it to you. Just let you know. Alright. Like I say on MTV Cribs, get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm shutting the doors on you.
I'm not gonna pull a black trailer with that white dude. Look how badass that really is.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Shot of my custom one, or was it just my custom?
Custom. Boom. Boom.
It's like there's two of them.
We should go look inside.
It's like
We should go look inside.
Boom, boom. It's like there's two of them.
Same. There you go.
How much better the white on the white is though.
Dude, he's sitting high back there.
Yeah, well, I got it all aired up and shit.
All right, guys. That's it. We might do another one of these again someday. So, thanks for watching.